What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Calgary Barbell. I'm here with Liz Craven from Australia. She's here for the World Powerlifting World Championships. And Liz, you said you broke some records or something, right? At some point there was a record or two that fell?
I've broken a couple. I broke my first world record at Oceanias in 2016, and I broke the squat world record, the deadlift world record, and the total world record.
Okay.
Yes, and then I also went back to the Arnold and I broke the squat world record again. And in Worlds in Belarus, I again broke a world record squat.
So you could say Liz knows how to squat. Basically what we're gonna do today is we're gonna get Liz to walk me through how she coaches bracing and the initial hinge, which we've talked about before on the channel, in the squat. So obviously I'm gonna get the bar set on my back first and foremost, and then from there, teach me, Liz, how do I wanna brace before I pick up the bar?
All right, so what I want you to do is go neutral for me.
Okay.
So ribs down, hips, and I want you to expand into my hands. And again, big air. Expand. Now use your legs to lift the bar up. That's it. Little step back, little step back. Good. So what I did was I got Bryce's ribs and hips neutral. He doesn't actually squat like this, but for today, he's going to.
Yeah.
Now you're going to expand into my hands. And again,
Okay.
I want more. Breathe through your nose. That's it. Now hinge. Watch how I push his shoulders and his hips same time. There we go. Find the hinge. And then down. Hold that position and up. Good. So the important thing I'm looking at here is that he finds this hinge and that this does not change.
So you wouldn't want to see this?
Yes. So exactly, show this again. A lot of people, when I tell them to push their hips back, show that again. Go into stripper squat. We don't want the stripper squat. Now again, there we go. Hinge, chest and hips move together and then straight down. Holding this position in space and up and through, squeeze your butt. There we go. And hinge, down and up. Now I'll just show you what it looks like if the hips and the chest move separately.
Sure.
So let's go.
So if I just break my brace.
And then go down. See that butt wink?
Yeah.
We do not want the butt wink. If you're standing here, arch your back as much as you can.
Okay.
Now try and brace. It's really hard to get a brace on there.
Yep.
So you'll know you're in the right position when you can feel your glutes and you can brace at the same time. That's how I know. So I go ribs under hips and I can feel my glutes on and I can brace. More muscles working means more weight pushed up. Big air. That's it through there and down. And up. So Bryce and I squat very differently, but what he is doing, which I also do, is I don't change this position in space as I go down and up. So this stays the same. Bryce is a little bit more extended. Everyone's hinge is going to look different, but what you want is that to remain the same, down and up. Same with deadlifts.
All right, so Liz is gonna take me through how this bracing and hinging principles and how this all sort of applies to deadlifting. So how would you kind of coach that on a deadlift now?
Okay, so often what you see when people, for example, with a sumo deadlift, if they arch their back to get down into the deadlift,
right,
this will really jack their back up.
Okay.
So what you need to do is hinge into it. So you can still have your core on, reach for the bar, big air, drive it up. I brace at the bottom. Do you brace at the top?
I believe I brace at the bottom as well, but I use more of a sort of bottom-up setup.
Yep.
So whereas you're talking about setting your hinge here, right, and then you're kind of like slowly coming down to the bar, so you're getting all this set at the top.
Yes.
I will kind of pull myself in and then set my hinge and brace at the bottom.
Yes, and this is a beautiful angle side on, everyone. So we're not seeing a big arch through the back and not too much rounding there either. So big air, push it off the ground. Good. He can deadlift. That was all me.
So same kind of things as you would do in the squat, right?
So with me when I deadlift, I'll be here and I hinge, reach for the bar, and again, pull it up.
Right.
My deadlift was better than yours.
So you're not super extended, not super flexed.
Exactly.
Just kind of locking into the most tight position you can find.
That's right, and conventional would be the same too. Ah, this is very foreign.
That's okay, I don't even know how to do that one.
So instead of being like so, you want to be more of a lever so you can actually feel the ground with your feet and push your feet into the ground to get it up. So instead of just a pull, which will be like this, you want to be able to push it off the ground with your feet. So all of these cues are to help you use your legs more and have your brace on, glutes activated during the whole lift.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, everybody. So we want to say a big thank you to Liz Craven for coming out here, or coming onto our channel rather, and giving us a nice detailed explanation of bracing and how she sets up her hinge in both the squat and deadlift. So thank you for that.
Thanks for having me.
And if anybody wants to find Liz Craven on the interwebs, where do we look? Where do we find you?
I'm Liz Powerlifts on YouTube and Instagram, and Liz Craven on Facebook.
Excellent.
Hope it helps.
All right, we'll see everybody in the next one. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all in the next video.